Hello guys, today I'm gonna be talking about my decision to take up cycling, why I came up to that decision, and what were the things that kept me motivating in those first 6 months of my journey. But before starting, I would actually ask you to subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon there so you get notified every time when I upload a video. Let's go. So, I took up cycling around half a year ago, but before in my life I've always been doing different types of sports like water polo, Muay Thai, football, whatever. I was really a sporty person. But since I started university, there was nothing much to keep me going and I was just going to the gym, but not that consistently. It was last year that I actually have decided that I will go a little bit more deep into the nutrition part and how to train in the gym so I can get bigger and muscular. But it came that point in March, I believe, when I had to do this running race. It was 6 kilometers with 200 meters of ascent, and on paper it looked really easy to me, but when I started training actually for this thing, completely dead. I couldn't do 2 kilometers, my heart rate was up the roof, I was sweating, I was fatigued really bad. So at that moment I've decided that I need to do something also to improve my overall endurance, and that's why I've decided to pick up cycling. I found out that it's really important that if you're picking up something, you need to be consistent in this thing and not just let it go after a month or so. So now actually I'm gonna give you my 5 tips that I found out really important at the beginning. First thing that I found out that it's extremely important is that you find people to ride with. At the beginning I was going by myself, but going for a long rides, 2, 3, up to 4 hours, you get so bored and the fatigue kicks in. At some point you don't have that drive to get you back home, and especially if you're at the middle of the road, you're far away from home and you don't have any person to draft from or to even speak to, so you have some kind of interaction. This really can destroy you. So my first tip is go and check online. For sure in your city or in your region there will be a cycling club. Just find out who is there and go with someone so you can actually feel this social activity instead of only going by yourself. And when you find this cycling club or when you find a group of people that you go ride with, there is for sure gonna be people that are better than you, better in how they ride, better in their endurance, in their overall fitness, but this shouldn't put you down. At the beginning I was feeling embarrassed and I was feeling bad that people need to wait for me all the time, and it was just not a nice experience. But then reflecting on what I was thinking, I thought that those people were doing it for so long probably, and then when I actually went speaking with them, they told me, yeah, I've been cycling for 5, 10, 15 years, so those people dedicated a lot of their time to get to this level. Those people need to motivate you instead of you thinking that they're better than you and you can never get to their level. Think of how they're doing stuff. Think of how much effort they've put on the bike and they sacrificed in their personal life to get to this level, and make those people motivate you. Next time when you go out, get on the wheel of the best guy and keep with him until you can on that climb. Keep with the group until you can on the flat. Push your limits so that you can get better each and every time. Number 4 is actually to also look at your training. Your training is something that it's gonna make you a complete rider. And why I'm saying this? Because at the beginning I didn't know cadence, heart rate, power, where to push, when to push, how to do stuff. And when I started using Zwift with my turbo trainer at home with those interval trainings and mixing cadence with power, with heart rate, with how long you should need to sustain it, this really helped me also in real life. I've improved massively on those climbs, and I've improved massively on my medium speed that I can sustain, just for understanding how you need to pedal, how you need to put down the power, for how long you can sustain those powers. So then you can more or less calculate how good you're becoming and you can actually see your progress. And the 5th and final thing, and this one I would say that it's maybe the most important, is the nutrition. A lot of people, yes, of course, they take electrolyte drinks, gels or bars, carbohydrate gels or bars, But the real nutrition comes at home when you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, your snacks during the day. It's the most important thing, because even if you're going cycling every day and you're pushing your limits, but you don't sustain the proper diet that your body will need after those really hard training sessions, you will for sure not get as good as if you try and sustain your diet perfect. What I do is I use MyFitnessPal, which I found that it's a really useful app, and it's good because it's really user-friendly and you can use it all the time. You can just scan the barcode of the product that you're eating if you're on the go, or you can also make your own recipes and implement them inside, and then you can actually track how much you're eating. You can track how much you're expending as well, and those two things, when you level them up, depending on if you want to gain a little bit of weight or you want to lose a little bit of weight, you will be in this optimal range of recovery of nutrition for macronutrients and micronutrients, and this will for sure keep your engine up and running, and you will be way more happy with your performance. And what keeps you motivated on the bike? Please leave the stuff in the comment section below, and I would be really interesting to understand also what you eat and how you perceive nutrition. And that is today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video and make sure that you check stage number 4 of the Slovenian Zwift League that I'm going to be doing this Sunday. We are going to the mountains. I think I'm gonna die. See you soon.